everyone, so today I am here with a beauty video. I haven't done a tutorial in a very long time, and I decided if you guys watched yesterday's video that I am going to be doing all my beauty related videos every Wednesday. So this is my first one. I am doing a tutorial on the look I wore in my 2017 New Year's resolutions and goals video, and if you guys watched my Instagram live, that video as well. And so many people requested a tutorial on this like sort of warm, just like super warm look. I feel like it's a warm coppery look using the Morphe 25B palette. I first got this palette and the first look I did was a warm look, like hello. And I don't normally do warm looks, so I was really surprised, but I really loved how this turned out, so I wanted to recreate it and do a tutorial for you guys. So if you would like to see how I got this face, and then go ahead and keep on watching. I have already primed my eyes using the Urban Decay primer potion, and the palette that I am going to be using to do this look today is the Morphe 25B palette. I'll open it up so you guys can see it. And this is actually the first look that I created using this palette, and I was just so obsessed. This is such an awesome palette. If you'd like a full review on it, let me know. So I'm going to start by taking this Coastal Scents brush. It is the BRCS07. It came in a set and I really like it because it's a flat, kind of angled, dense brush. And I'm going to be taking the second color down, this like warm orange color, and just putting this all up in the crease. Directly in and above, dragging it back and forth. This is our transition color, and it's going to be kind of the most prominent color in this look. I love to blend in between pretty much every color, so I'm just using this Cozzette blending brush. It's the S175, and I'm just going to blend that out. Then I'm going to be taking this flat, stiff brush from Cozzette. This is the D225, and the middle foiled shade right here. I just pick it up directly using the brush, but I can promise you that if you used this wet, it would probably be amazing. And I am just packing it onto the lid. Even if you used your finger, it would look amazing, but I am just going to use a brush because that's what I did when I did this look originally. I'm using another Coastal Scents sort of crease brush. This is the BRCS08. I'm pretty sure most of the Coastal Scents brushes that I'm using came in a set. And I'm going to be using this red shade right here. It's right diagonal from that middle shade we used. And then what I'm doing with this is just packing it on the outer corner. So I'm just going to press it there and then drag it into the crease. I'm not going to bring it too high the way we did with that original like orangey shade. I'm going to try and keep this directly in the crease, and I'm not taking it anywhere past the halfway point. And then with just what is left on the brush, I am going to just spread a little bit right underneath, not even like a third of the way, just like right underneath my lashes. I do want to deepen it just a little bit, so I'm going to take a little bit more, just a tiny bit on my brush, and just deepen it just a tiny bit. You don't have to make it as dark if you don't want to, or if you're not comfortable with that, but I kind of want this to be a little bit smokier. And then of course, just blend it out. Then I'm going to take this super dense pencil brush. This is from Royal and Langnickel. It is the BX95. I'm just taking that first orange shade we used in the crease, and I am putting that where I didn't put color. So I have a little bit of color right here, but I'm just going to drag it the rest of the way in. I like using this brush. I feel like it packs a lot of color, and then you can easily just blend it out later. Then I'm just going to take this concealer brush. This is from Coastal Scents, but it's just a flat, dense concealer style brush. Taking the lightest matte shade in this palette. I'm just going to put that right under my brow, but we will go back in with another highlighter later just to highlight the brow bone. But I like to use this to sort of kind of set like a barrier, I guess, between my brow and my shadow, because the shadows are so dark. Okay, so that is it for the initial eyeshadow. Then I'm going to be taking my Stila Stay All Day liquid liner. This is a felt tip pen. And I kind of created a little bit of a larger wing, but it does get covered up by the lashes. So if you want a more dramatic wing, feel free to do that, but I am just going to do what I feel is more dramatic for me in my comfort zone. Hopefully I can show you guys this. I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply a thin layer of the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. This is my favorite for when I'm putting on lashes because it really separates your lashes and it kind of helps them blend a little bit. Now these are the lashes that I'm going to be using. They are the Flutter lashes. These are the Makeup by Shayla limited edition ones in #iSlay. I got them in a BeautyCon box and I've worn them once and I really love them. The band is kind of thick, but we're gonna go ahead and do it. And I'm just using my Duo Lash Glue in dark. Yeah, the dark tone, because I feel like it blends a lot better. So I still am very, very new when it comes to applying false lashes. It's been maybe almost a year since I've been sort of getting into them. So I did this one kind of did go a little higher than I would have liked it to. However, since it is the dark tone duo, if I were to drag it down, it would mess up a lot of my shadows. So I'm just going to kind of leave it and work around it. So I do like to go ahead and just curl my lashes a second time, just to blend the fake ones with my real lashes. And I am just going to go ahead and grab my tweezers that I was using and just kind of press them in one more good time just to make sure they're in. Still not that bad. Then what I also like to do is apply my Maybelline Great Lash. This is a waterproof mascara to my lower lashes. I feel like that really completes sort of a mascaraed look. Also taking my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, which is just a teeny pencil now, and applying a tiny bit of that to the inner corner. Smudging that in with my pinky. And then you guys remember that color that we put under our brow bone. I am just going to take that on the same flat concealer brush. And because the white is so stark, I feel with this look, apply that sort of yellowy highlight, matte highlight on top of it, just to kind of keep it not as stark white. So the eyes are done. I really, really love like the warm kind of goldeny burgundy tones this has. Whew, it's so pretty. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the rest of the face. My hair is nuts right now, sorry. So for my cheeks, I am still sort of getting back into blush, so I didn't want to do anything too crazy with this look. So I am using my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush in Exposed. This is an old favorite. I love this blush. It's very neutral, which is what I think is perfect for this look. I don't want to take too much away from the eyes, and I'm just using a Vasanti brush. It's just like a regular blush brush to apply it. So I'm going to start at the apples of my cheeks, just kind of like lightly press it, and then blend it like I would a contour. I'm just going to take a blending brush. This is the blending brush I use for my face. It is the Cozzette S130, and I just use that to blend out any sort of like harsh lines. For my highlight, I am using the Morphe M501 brush, and I'm going to be using one of my all-time favorite highlights that I just tossed on the ground. I think this highlight works really well if you are fair or light. This is the Balm's Mary-Lou Manizer Highlighter. It's really, really pretty. It's a little bit more yellow toned, but I think it'll look good with this look. I tend to highlight quite a bit for myself, so I'm going to just apply this right on top. And then I'm also just going to drag a little bit under the brow as well as the inner corner. I also haven't done this yet, but I am going to highlight down the bridge of my nose, the Cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin and forehead. just have a little bit of highlight. And again, just slightly blend out the cheek one. Now when I did this look originally, the lip color that I did use was a nude, so I'm going to stick with that. You could totally use like a brown, a red even. I feel any lip color would really work with this, other than maybe like a purple would look kind of strange. But I'm just going to stick with the same lip color that I had used originally, and I used a Colourpop Lippie stick in Skimpy. I'm going to check and make sure if you guys can still get this, because I got this a long time ago, but this is one of my like favorite basic nudes that Colourpop has ever came out with, and basic favorite nude in general. It's just glossy and really, really pretty. Alright guys, so this is the completed look. I went ahead and took my hair out of the braids because it's been in braids for a couple of days and I just wanted it to be big and curly, but this is the completed face in case you were curious. I did this look originally, and after I had done it I went on Instagram Live and so many people requested a tutorial for it, so I really wanted to go ahead and do it, and I just love how this turned out. I feel like it's really good. You could totally wear this every day, especially with lashes. I feel looks appropriate every day, at least for me, but you could also really glam this up and do like a bold lip, a super highlighted face, and all of that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you would like to see any other tutorials from me, let me know what types of colors you would like to see, and I will definitely try and do that for you guys. So subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I put up a beauty video every Wednesday, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.